All right, we back for another Alliance War, and I do get to bring Destroyer back in this one, which was a nice surprise. I do have a few fights with Havoc and one with Shuri. Shuri just mainly for EMP Domino. I had to bring her because I didn't really want to take it with Havoc. But first, we've got this Maul, and I'm going to be using Havoc. It should be fine. I didn't really want to. I could have used Destroyer again. And looking back, I might should have, because, man, this fight does not go as well as I wanted it to. But Destroyer's here because I've got a Nova, a Gallon, and then I'm going to take Node 47 Adam Warlock. I've been wanting to try that fight, so we're going to see how it goes. So we throw in a little bit of boost, and it's showtime. Here we go. Now, there is a few things that I do want to, watching back, I do want to kind of see what happened. And I think it's when she throws this first L1. I just start degenning. I'm like, well, that's great. I'm already down to 60%. We just started. So, I'm like, well, okay, we might need to avoid the L1s. Because something happened. I don't know. So now we're pushing to L2s. I'm just going to block that one. And I'm trying to build up to my L3. That's all I really want to do. And I'm trying to space out my knockdowns when I can. But see, those an L1 and I lose more health. There's got to be something in this interaction that I just overlooked or missed. Because now I'm slowly starting to panic. But, man, his L3 hurts. Boy, way to bail my ass out. Because this is why I don't do the thinking. Right here. Example number 1, why I just hit and let others think. But now we're going on to the Destroyer fights. Main part of the show. We're going up against Gallon. And I'm just planning on swapping specials with him. It's really the only goal here. Let's just swap specials. Keep his charges away from 100. And that's it. Which it should be fine because I'm going to use the L1s ramping as I'm swapping to ramp. Hey, should work out perfect. Boy, those sound like some famous last words. Like, hey, hold my beer, watch this. What's the worst that could happen here? But hey, we get off a few intercepts. And we're off. I did want him to throw his L1 first. That way I could go on. I didn't want to throw mine, then him throw his. It gets his charges up higher than I wanted. So he threw his. So now we throw ours. One of them, hey, you show me yours, I'll show you mine kind of deals. Ooh, I need to get off that topic before it gets worse. But right here, we're just going to push him to the L2. Not all that worried about it. Now, he is at 80 charges here, and all I'm going to do is hold block till I get to the L3, throwing a few hits, and we're going to throw it. That way, because I did a terrible job managing his charges, but hey, it just doesn't matter, because I think this kills. Nope. Yep. And then the D-Gen, all I had to do was tick once, and he was down. Didn't play that one the best, but Destroyer's just too good. But now we're going to go on to this Nova. Now, I will throw on an inbound here because I don't want to be bothered with baiting specials. If he throws them, great. If he don't, hey, fine. Go to your L3. Throw it. I don't care. It's not going to do nothing. There's nothing special about it. So that's the grand plan. And everything should be honky-dory. How many of y'all ever heard that phrase? Honky-dory. Only from a redneck. I promise. No other human being would ever say that. And probably not even most rednecks. But we're going in. And we're just going to try and re-parry when we can. A few hits, parry, and then re-parry whenever he allows me. See, just like that. And that's just to build up the prowess. Because I do want to stay on top of the prowess. That is one of the more important things to this fight. is staying on top of it, staying at a high number. And you can see right now I'm at 7. He's unblockable, which that's fine because I don't have to dex a special because he got it when he was at an L3. So he's going to throw it. And he's still going to be unblockable, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget about it. Fairly certain. Yep. Oh, no, I just can't. You know, I guess you ain't got to worry about dex and it's heavy when you can't do it. You just take the hits. But it did push my power a little bit higher than I wanted. So now I'm going to go to the L3 with 2 Furies. I wasn't able to fully ramp. But you can, you know, it's not going to matter because on a path fight, their health bars just aren't that much. And, yeah, it's fine. You can see he's going down. Oh, he's unblockable. Okay, I really did a terrible job watching out for that. Now, I did block that last hit just because I didn't want to dex too much. And that L2, you know, I'm starting out with a 36K crit. Fuck, I hate being Southern. And you can see, look, his damage really is pretty good. You don't have to fully ramp. Now, it is ideal, yes, to fully ramp. But you can still take these fights down without a full ramp. Now we go on to this EMP. You've seen this a lot over the last few seasons. You know, when Domino was tactic, I think everybody used Shuri. So now it's even easier because you're not going to get rooted. But I did get good at dexing like all of her specials, I will say. The only danger here, and I did want the indestructible for this fight too. Just as that safety net, because, man, Domino does crazy stuff sometimes. Like, ooh, see, like that when you're late on a heavy. Luckily, she didn't punish, but we're going to try it again. Because I didn't want my shocks to fall off. I'm using them as the main source of my damage. And I'm just slow playing it here. If she's lucky, I'm going to throw the L1 when I have it. Because I want to be able to crit as much as possible. And yeah, she's just... As long as she throws specials, there's really not that much danger to this fight with Shuri. Now, if she goes passive, yeah, you get into some trouble. Or if you let your shocks fall off again, like I do. Man, my game managing skills this war is dog water. Like, horrendous. Now, I do take a break there. I had some stuff to do. We come back to this Doom. It is Conflictor, Hazard Shift, Shock, and Bleed. All we're going to do is get 3 prowess, and then Conflictor doesn't mean anything. So, when we start the fight, we're just going to immediately dash back, hit block, till we get 3 prowess. Now, the only bad thing is the shock phase starts first, which is when I want to hit Doom, is in the shock phase. Because we just want to build shocks. We want to let the plasma do the majority of the damage. I'm just going to kind of slow play it. Not going to rush, not going to get in any hurry. Let them do the damage. And we just going to cruise, baby. We just going to cruise. Now, I'm rechecking all my boosts, making sure which ones I got, which ones are still there. And we go in. Okay, we're backing up. He's being a little aggressive. There we go. Okay, 1, 2. Now we got 3. Okay, we're good to go. We get extra, I guess, for good measure. We did get on 1 shock during this phase, which is not ideal, but it got the plasmas going. Now, honestly, here, I feel like I should have parry heavy, got more damage out during that phase with the feedback. But it's whatever. So now shock is back, and I'm trying to build them, and they just didn't come that time. And so now we got 2. Okay, great. Ideally, I would like to get more, but like 4 is my ideal number. There, I just do a random heavy for, I really don't know why. But I'm hitting into his block just so I don't get cornered. That's my main thing in this fight, is just don't get cornered. And yeah, you can see, I mean, he's going down. This is an ascended, rank 6 Doom. He's got a decent bit of health. But once I got a good bit of shocks on, he started melting a lot faster. And now the L3 should just kill. That's all we was doing, was slow playing it. Let the shocks do damage, build to the L3. And yeah, he dies. Not much to it. But now we go on to the main fight. I wasn't sure if Destroyer could take this, but I felt like he could, as long as you don't play bad. So we go into this fight. And I think I throw on another Indestructible. And a lot of it's the same reason as the Nova fight. That way I can push him 2 L3s. That's my strategy a lot in this meta was, hey, if their L3 ain't going to do nothing, I'm going to push them there instead of dexing specials eating up my prowess. And so far, it's worked out really good for me doing that. Now, there are some you just can't do it with, but the ones you can, I find it a lot easier. Is, hey, if they want to throw them, great. That's awesome. Hey, throw that baby. But you don't have to dex trying to bait it. You don't have to do none of that nonsense. And I do want to block his L1s as long as they're not unblockable. I will just block them. Then I'll try and outrange his L2. That's kind of the plan going in. And I will eventually hit the start button. I'm trying to get better, folks, okay? I'm working on it. It's not you, it's me, okay? But here we go. So I'm going to try and start building up prowess early. You know, parry, get a few hits. Parry, just a few hits. Or one hit. Parry, one hit, I guess. And that's just because I want a good number just in case he does get L1 happy. I have a little bit of room to dex. Now, right here I mess up. This is the mistake in the fight. I should have thrown the L1 instead of heavied to put the falter on him. Because now when he comes out of this, okay, I didn't throw it. And his specials are unblockable. It would have been fine. So then it pushed me too far. Okay, it pushed me to 2 bars. So now I'm having to go the L3 with only 1 Fury. But it's fine. You can see I'm still doing enough damage. It was a minor mistake I made. And he's already down to half health even with, a few Furies. So the degen actually is a good source of damage. Now, if I had actually fully ramped, which I'm trying to do now is get more Furies. I'm not necessarily focusing on pausing the degen, which you could do. That's the 2 options you have. You can either go to the L2 and pause it with 1 Fury, or you can try and just build up. But now I throw the L2 because I have 3 Furies, and yeah, even though I had a bad strategy here, I'm locked in the corner, but with power back boost, I'm just spamming specials, and he goes down. I made a few minor mistakes, which did domino, which with the ripple effect, which caused other things. So it didn't go as smoothly as I wanted. Still very doable. I would comfortably be okay with taking it again. I think he can do that fight. And now that they're making it easier, it should be even easier. But, folks, that's it for me. We out. Peace.